Dear students, in this video today we shall learn about real numbers and their decimal expansion. We have learned about real numbers and they can be broadly classified into rationals and irrationals. And in this part we shall learn a different type of expression by which we can determine if a number is coming under rational category or irrational category. And for this we shall go for their decimal expansion and we shall see how the decimal expansion can be done for rationals and irrationals. Let us take one example, 10 by 3. If we divide 10 by 3, then what we get? You see, the remainder here becomes 1. Again, if I put the decimal here, take 0, again take 3, this will give you again remainder 1. So same thing is being repeated, you see. So in this expansion, we have 10 by 3 equal to 3.333 and this will continue. You see, in all the parts, reminders are, you will find that reminders are being repeated and they are 1, 1, 1, they are repeated and simultaneously the quotient is also being repeated. So here the quotient is also being repeated, right? Now let us take another example. Suppose we shall divide 3 by 8. Then we have 3 by 8. So definitely we shall take 0 and we are having remainder 3. So take decimal. Now we shall put 0. So you take 3. You will get 24 and here we have 6. Again take 0. So at 7 you have 56 and remainder becomes 4. Now again if I take 0, then here we can take 5, so 8 5 40. So here you see remainder becomes 0 finally and the answer you got is 3 by 8 equal to 0.375. Okay, here if you see both the division, you will find that in this case the quotient continues, it never ends and the remainder is being repeated. Here same number is being repeated. Here it is terminated. After 3 decimal places we are finding the remainder 0, that means it is terminated. Let us take another example. Let us divide 1 by 7. If I divide 1 by 7, I have 7 0 0, I get 1. Now take decimal and 0 here. So 7 1 is 7. Again if I continue, 7 4 is 28. We have 2, 20, 7 2 is 14. Here 6, 60, 7 8 is 56. I have 4 here. Again 0. So 7 5 is 35. So 5 remainder 50. I have 7 7 is 49. So remainder becomes 1. Now you match this one. Here we got the remainder 1. Here again we got the remainder 1. That means the same thing will be repeated now. If I take 0 here, again this will be repeated. That means again I shall get 1 4 2 8 5 7 like that, right? So 1 4 2 8 5 7, these 6 digits are being repeated one after another in a cyclic manner. So we can say that 1 by 7 gives us the value 0.14285714285 like this, right? This can be expressed in a different manner. We can express this. We can write it as 142857, and we shall take a bar here, and this means this the whole digits that are under this bar, they are being repeated, right? Now from these three examples, what we see? All the rational numbers can be expressed in two ways. Some are terminating and some are non-terminating and repeating. They are repeating. So rational numbers are of two types: terminating and non-terminating and repeating. Okay, this is the way we can classify rational numbers in two different categories. And all those numbers which are non-terminating but non-repeating, they will be irrational numbers, right? Now we shall see if a number can be expressed as rational. Let us take one example. Express 0.3 bar as or in the form P by Q. Students, this question is very important from your exam point of view, because this is a very certain question for your exam. You must understand this question very well so that you will secure good marks in your exam. So 0.3 bar, we shall express it in the form of P by Q. Now let x be equal to 0.3 bar. That means this is equal to 0.3333 like that. Then what will be the value of 10x? It will give you see, if I am multiplying 10 here, that means decimal point will move to this place. So I shall get 3.333, right? And this means 3.3 bar, right? Now you see, x means 0.3 bar, 10x means 3.3 bar. Now we shall subtract x from 10x, then you will get 3.3 bar minus 0.3 bar, and this gives 9x equal to 3, imply that x equal to 1 by 3. So what is the value of x? 0.3 bar. This is equal to 1 by 3, right? So in this way we have expressed 0.3 bar in the form of P by Q. Now let's move to another question. Express 0.35 bar in the form of P by Q. So let x be equal to 0.35 bar. Then we have x equal to 0.353535. Imply that 10x means 3.5. You see, decimal point moves here. So 3.53535, that is equal to 3.535 bar. Now what is 100x? This gives, again, decimal point moves here. So 35.3535, that is equal to 35.35 bar. Now if I subtract x from 100x, then I have 100x minus x equal to 35.35 bar minus 0.35 bar. implies that 99x equal to 35. Implies that x equal to 35 divided by 99. So I have expressed 0.35 bar in the form of P by Q, which gives 35 by 99. Okay. Now let's move to another question. Express 2.47 bar in the form of P by Q. Now let x be 2.47 bar. Implies that we have 10x equal to 24.7 bar, right? Implies that 100x gives you 247.7 bar, right? Implies that 100x minus 10x. You see, in the previous examples we are subtracting x, and now I shall subtract 10x. Why? We have to see this one. Here 0.7 bar and here 0.7 bar. After decimal, the same thing should be there. Then they can be subtracted so that we get the whole number part. If we subtract x here, you see there is one whole number part which is not under the bar. So if I subtract x, then we shall get no conclusion, right? So we have to see, before subtracting, we have to see the latter part of decimal point. So 100x minus 10x will give you 247.7 bar minus 24.7 bar, and this gives 90x equal to 247 minus 24, right? 247 minus 24. So it will give you 223. Imply that x equal to 223 divided by 90. So we have expressed 2.47 bar in the form of P by Q. So it is also a rational number. Okay. So in these three examples, we learned how to express different numbers under bar in the form of P by Q. So meet you again in the next video. Thank you.